This video is about the 10K client I lost because of one stupid mistake. Do you know what can cost you a 10K client? A single stupid mistake during migration. In this video, I'm going to explain my migration mistake and also how I managed to overcome this and never ever make this mistake again. I'm also going to introduce you to my secret weapon called the two-way sync. This is a really powerful tool. Last year, I handled a significant migration for a huge client. They wanted me to move a website from one hosting company to the next. So I sat down with my team and we were just about to tackle this big, massive opportunity. Everything seemed to be working correctly, but then I realized that I forgot to update the permalinks. Oh my goodness. This was the moment I started feeling my stomach rumbling because I knew I had made a big mistake. So as you can imagine, the site was definitely not usable. The client was so furious that pretty much we just lost the job. The 10K that I was talking about. Now, migrating a website is not just about moving files and folders. It's also about a seamless migration. Oftentimes you find that sometimes a server here can have different settings compared to where you want your new website to be, and this can be a huge challenge when migrating websites. Now, what makes a reliable migration service is a few key points. So the first one is data integrity, making sure that the data is not corrupted or is not destroyed while moving the files. Secondly, it's minimal downtime. While you're migrating your website, you want to make sure the website is up and running without any downtime. Thirdly, let's talk about compatibility. So compatibility here is very important because when you migrate a website from one server to the next, chances are there are things that might not work well together. But using the tool that I'll be talking about today will ensure that your website will have no issues. Now, since this big mishap, what I've done is I found a tool called InstaWP Migrate. I'll leave a link to that in the video description below. Now, this tool is so easy to use because all you have to do is to enter your source URL. This is where your domain needs to be moved from. Next, you also need to enter your destination URL, and this is where you want to host the website. Now, before you start this process, you want to make sure that your destination URL has a basic WordPress install without any plugins, just a basic clean WordPress install. So here's the process that I use now to migrate all my websites. So the first thing I definitely have to do is to make sure that I back up all the websites, or rather in this case the website that I am going to migrate. Now, no matter how amazing your service is, you want to make sure that you back up your website just in case. Next, you want to create a brand new WordPress install on your destination server. This is just purely a blank WordPress website. Now let's move on. The next step is URL sharing. So this is where you want to enter your URL for your source website and the URL for your destination website. Now, once the migration plugins are installed on both websites, all you have to do is to click on Start Migrate, and then you just sit back, relax, and watch this migration happen. Now, I want to also mention something very important here. If the website is huge, then obviously it's going to take a bit longer for the migration to take place. But if the website is quite small and doesn't have a lot of files, then this process will not take a long time. Now, in addition to InstaWP Migrate, there's also another tool in InstaWP called two-way sync. This ensures that your staging website and your live website are in harmony, making sure that you're moving all your files and making sure that everything is working okay. Now, let's give examples of a few success stories. So last year, I was able to move an e-commerce website with hundreds and hundreds of products. Now, I managed to use also two-way sync, and by doing that, I was able to maintain all my products from my websites that I was moving to without any loss of information or data. This was very powerful. Another example was a content-heavy website, which was a blog, and this blog used to be updated daily. Now, this had so many posts on it, but with two-way sync, I was able again to move all my information and make sure that all the data was intact using these tools. Now, I hope you'll have similar stories once you start using this tool. So go ahead and check it out. I'll leave the link to both these tools in the video description below. Now, we also have tutorials on how to use these tools in depth, so go ahead and check out all these tools as well. So There you have it. Use these tools, make sure you migrate your websites, and don't lose any data like what I did. 10K is a lot of money, and also you're losing your reputation. So go ahead, the link to that is in the video description below, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell notification. By doing so, you'll be notified when I release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.